welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My channel's all about cozy mysteries and romance books. And today I'm talking about part 1 of our June cozy mystery releases. It is small but mighty, my friends. Part 1. These are all mostly traditionally published. I only separate them because of the links to the video, so I'll do a part 2 with some of the self and indie and KU. Sometimes they're mixed in with traditional and vice versa. Again, it's just to keep the videos at a good length. So a couple of things. I wanted you to see my shirt, my new Kermie shirt. Oh my gosh, okay. Kermie was my first love. It might be evidenced as my hatred for Little Miss Piggy. If you look at any of my toys from childhood or books from childhood, you might be able to tell that by the fact that Miss Piggy's face is no longer there. Let's not talk about my oddness. Anyways, back on track. Okay. Anyways, my shirt. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. My bestie, Sonia from Sonia with an I, found me this shirt. If you have not checked out her channel, if you have not subscribed, go do it. She is absolutely incredible, and she has the best taste. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Another housekeeping thing. Was that housekeeping? That was just more showing off my brand new Kermie shirt. Okay. Sorry. I still might have a little bit of a crush on him. Anyways. I'm also giving away an escape goat. This is by Jana Rollins, who is AKA Paula Charles. She gave me this book at Malice to do a giveaway. She did sign it. Thank you so much, Paula. So here is how you win this beautiful copy of an escape goat. I'm going to, in 2 weeks, do a random picker. So comment on the video. It can be a full comment. It can be emoji. Doesn't matter. Just respond in this video. Make sure you have subscribed to my channel and make sure you are subscribed to Paula's Instagram, Facebook, all of those things, because you don't want to miss any information on her Zen Goat Mysteries or her Hammers and Homicide series or Hometown Hardware series by Paula Charles. You don't want to miss any details about those books. So make sure you're subscribed to both of us. Comment on this video and you might be the next winner of an escape goat. Okay, now, new cozy mysteries. We're talking June cozy mystery releases in 3, 2, 1, go! So not only do you want to subscribe to the channel so you can win the escape goat, but also really helps my channel grow. I can't thank you enough. I'm so grateful. Hit that like, hit that notification bell. The like helps us in the algorithm. The notification bell tells you when I put out new videos so you don't miss anything. And I just can't tell you how grateful I am. All of those buttons are free. Support is 100% free, but it really means and helps us out a lot. Okay, the first one is book number 16 is coming out in the Cat in the Stacks cozy mystery series. It's called Requiem for a Mouse. It's going to be right there. This is by Miranda James. This series takes place in Mississippi. Good Mississippi for the road trip challenge. It features widow and kind librarian Charlie Harris and his Maine Coon cat named Diesel. So it's a male main character. Charlie brings Diesel almost everywhere he goes in a halter with a leash. Together, they solve murders in their small Mississippi town. This will be coming out June 25th. And like I said, the main character is male and the author is a male as well. Next up, I'm highly anticipating this. It is a new series. Hold on. New series alert. I haven't done that in so long. That felt so good. Okay. It is The Haunted Shell Shop Mysteries by Molly McRae. The first book is going to be called Come Shell or High Water. Love it. I really like Molly McRae's other series, which is A Haunted Yarn Shop, so I'm excited about this. I'm going to read the synopsis since it's a new series. It says, when widowed folklorist Maureen Nash visits a legendary North Carolina Barrier Island shell shop, she discovers it's a resident ghost pirate. She discovers it's resident ghost pirate and the mystery of a local's untimely death. As a professional storyteller, Maureen Nash can't help but see the narrative cues woven through her life. Like the series of letters addressed to her late husband from a stranger, the proprietor of the Moonshell, a shop on Oracoke Island off the coast of North Carolina. The store is famous with shell collectors, but it's the cryptic letters from Alan Withrow, the shop's owner, that convinces Maureen to travel to the small coastal town in the middle of hurricane season. At the very least, she expects she'll get a good story out of the experience, never anticipating it can end up in a murder mystery. Dun, dun, dun. I cannot wait. I do have it on NetGalley, so I need to get to it very, very soon. This comes out on June 25th, and it will be on KU, my friends. Next up is book 29 in the China Bayles Cozy Mystery series. It's going to be called Forget Me Never. This is by Susan Wittig Albert. I have never read a book from this series, I do not believe. I love, one of my absolute favorites of all time is the Darling Delia series by Susan Wittig Albert. So how have I not given this a shot? I don't know, but I need to. This series is set in Texas. It features an ex-lawyer named China Bayles who has given up her high-paced Houston legal jungle to pursue the quiet small town living in Pecan Springs, Texas, as the owner of an herb emporium. That's what she says, but she gets caught up in investigations of murder. This comes out June 4th. Next up, I am caught up. I am ready for this. I have it on NetGalley, so I need to get to this one too. I need to do a video of my NetGalley books, but surprisingly, I only have 8. Can you believe that? I know. I can't either. I've been really limiting myself. 8 is actually more than I wanted. I said I would limit myself to 5. But 8 is better than 104, which I have been known to have, and more. Let's move on. This one, can't wait for it. It's the new Cupcake Bakery Cozy Mystery series. This isn't a new series. Back up. It's a new Cupcake Bakery, number 16 in the Cupcake Bakery series by Jen McKinley. Love this series. Fondant Fumble. I cannot wait. This series takes place in Arizona, and Melanie and her best friend Angie own Fairy Tale Cupcakes. And this is a series that, holy moly, I am so invested in everybody. I'm invested in all of Angie and her brother's antics, and Angie and her husband, just every side character, even the other bakery employees. I always get those bakery employees' names mixed up with another series. But holy moly, I just cannot wait for a new Cupcake Bakery. I'm so excited. It comes out June 4th. Next up, another NetGalley book that I only have 8. They just all seem to be at the same time. It is the second book in the Beekeeping Cozy Mystery series by Jenny Martz. It's called Killer Bee Killed. Love it. Oh my gosh, that is a fantastic pun for a bee Cozy Mystery series, yes. I loved book 1. It was fantastic. Take the Honey and Run. Highly recommend it if you have not read it. This is set in Colorado. And it says, a successful mystery author, Bailey Briggs, writes about murder, but nothing prepares her for actually discovering the body of the founder of her hometown of Humble Hills, Colorado. Bailey grew up at Honey Buzz Mountain Ranch and was raised by her beekeeping grandma, Blossom Briggs, aka Granny Bee. And her 2 eccentric sisters, Aster and Marigold. So these are her aunts, our main character's aunts. So in the first book, it's really funny because, well, it's not funny, but Granny Bee does make up a little story or stretch of truth to get Miss Bailey home. She tells her that she's taken a bad fall, and we meet her, and she is using, I don't remember if it's cane or a walker or something like that. And the sheriff, who is, it's a very small town, so everybody knows everybody, as in most cozies. And the sheriff and the main character, Bailey, have grown up together. So he's come by and is talking to him. And he says to her at the end of the visit, the grandma, he says to Granny Bee, well, if you're going to convince anybody that your foot is really hurt, you might want to continue limping on the same foot all the time. Because she was going back and forth. Which is, it's not good to lie to anybody and our grandkids and, anybody else. But this is a fictional book and I thought it was funny. This book comes out June 4th. Next up is, oh gosh, this might be one of my most anticipated. I know I say that a lot, but this really might be my number one most anticipated. It is book 20 in the Jane Austen series. I will be reading this as soon as it comes out. I might reread this series, and I don't ever reread series, but it's just so comforting and hilarious, and oh my gosh. So book 20 is called Murder Buys a One-Way Ticket. This is by Laura Levine. So this is set in Los Angeles, and it features poor Jane. And Jane is a writer for hire who is just always down on her luck. She, nothing normally goes right for Jane. When a job interview that she, would be really sustaining and fulfilling to her comes up, it always falls through. Her dates, her, it's just whatever you can imagine coming up in life and being like something that would enhance her life usually ends up not working out for poor Jane. And on top of that, she has a cat named Prozac who is a real pain in the tush. I love him because he's fictional and he's not mine. So I think he's hilarious. But her best friend is not very friendly to her. He's not a friend I would like to have. Again, he's fictional. So, one of the best parts of this series though, and I've said this over and over again. I'll say this first. This humor is not going to be for everybody. This series is not going to be for everybody because it's very self-deprecating. I think it's hysterical. I think it's very relatable in a lot of ways to me. Just some of the thoughts that Jane has, and I absolutely, it works for me. And two, one of the best parts of this series, probably the best part to me, is the emails between her parents. And if you've heard any of us talk about this series, you've probably heard us talk about these emails. Her mom and dad are retired and have moved to Tampa, Florida, to be closer to QVC so her mother could get her packages faster, because that's what you do. And so they're in this retirement community in Tampa, and they write Jane emails, and you will get an email from one of them, and the dad will write her and say, "Hey, lamb chop, I got a new toupee and your mom can't keep her hands off me. She's acting like we're back in our 20s and she is so hot for me, blah, blah, blah." And then the next email will be from mom, and it'll be like, "You will not believe what your father has done. He has gotten the worst toupee ever seen to man. I need to find a way to get rid of it and throw it away." It's just like the exact opposite. It is hysterical. And the father is always up to something. He is always up to something. He really dislikes one of the ladies that lives in the community. I think she's like part of the HOA or something. And he's always got a grudge against her, and he's going to get one over on her. It's hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. The new book comes out June 25th. I am on it. Next up is the newest book in the Tourist Trap series, book number 16. I need to get caught up in this series. I think I'm on book like 8, and now we're at 16, so it's doubled. It's called All of You to Death by Lynn Cahoon. Really enjoy this series. This is set in California as well. It features bookstore owner Jill, and it says, "In the gentle coastal town of South Cove, California, all Jill Gardner wants to is to keep to her store, coffee, books, and more, open and running. So why is she caught up in the business of murder? We don't know." New book comes out June 4th. Next up is the Marlow Murder Club, book 3. It's going to be called The Queen of Poisons. This is by Robert Thorogood. It comes out June 4th. Excuse me. So sorry. Next up is a series that I am caught up, and I have been waiting on the next one, so I'm excited it's here. It's the 11th book in the Lighthouse Library series by Eva Gates. It's going to be called The Stranger in the Library. This is set in North Carolina. It features ex-Harvard librarian Lucy, and she comes to the Outer Banks to work at this Lighthouse Library. She moves in with her aunt. She lives at the top of the lighthouse, although the series has progressed. She lived at the top of the lighthouse in the beginning of the series. Let's just say that. This new book comes out June 4th. Very excited for that one. This one I didn't know was coming out, so I was very excited to see it. Makes me very happy. I loved book 1. I liked book 2, so I'm interested to see where we go with book 3. It is the Senior Sleuths Cozy Mystery Series. Book 3 is called Peg and Rose Play the Ponies. Very interested. This is by Lorian Berenson, and this series has been, the tagline is Murder, She Wrote meets the Golden Girls. So I was so excited when this series first started. Like I said, I loved book 1. If you are reading book 1, this is a spinoff to her series about the dog judge, Melanie Travis or something, because these are her aunts. These would be Melanie's aunts, and I think her name is Melanie. I've not read that series. I don't have any interest in like dog show stuff. That is just not my cup of tea. And so when I went into this, the first part of it was very focused on the dog show, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Like dog judging. I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And then after the book gets started, it really moves away from that, and it was so good. And then book 2, I still really enjoyed. I think I gave it 3 cups of coffee, but not as much as book 1. So we shall see what happens next. Peg and Rose are sister-in-laws. They had a fractured relationship, and they are trying to mend that relationship and get closer. They're doing well, but they, bicker and, butt heads, and they're very different. One of them is an ex-nun, and the other one is not. The new book comes out June 25th. I'm excited for it. Next up is the 3rd book in the Haunted Haven Cozy Mystery series. It's going to be called Haunting License. This is by Carol J. Perry. This features Maureen Doherty and her golden retriever, Finn, have taken possession of a charming old inn only to discover that it's already possessed by tenants whose leases on life have already ran out. This comes out June 25th. I can't wait to try this series. Oh my gosh. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for June because I'm so excited. Ellie Alexander has a new series starting, which makes me so happy because I absolutely love her writing. So I'm so excited for this one. Okay, first, new series alert. Okay, it is the Secret Bookcase Cozy Mystery series. Book 1 is called The Body in the Bookstore. Again, Ellie Alexander, and I'm going to read the synopsis just because it's a new series. It says, behind the shelves of the secret bookstore, where the sun slants through the windows onto rows of classic novels, a body lies. Bookseller Annie Murray is thrilled when the mystery-themed book festival she sets up to revive the dwindling fortunes of her workplace and sanctuary seems poised for success. But events take a shocking turn when the body is discovered hidden behind the shelves, and it's revealed the victim is Annie's old college acquaintance. Determined to ensure the festival's success and save the small town of Redwood Grove from a killer, Annie begins piecing together clues with the help of her friends. But as the list of suspects grows longer, a local boutique owner, an envious old classmate, a bitter ex-boyfriend, Annie is drawn deeper into the case. With the aid of her old criminology professor turned detective, can Annie unmask the murderer before they turn her festival into a real-life whodunit? Oh, I cannot wait. It starts June 19th, comes out June 19th. It is going to be on KU. Check it out. I cannot wait. That is the last one of our traditionally published. I told you it was small but mighty. There are some good ones coming out. I cannot wait. Let me know what you're most excited for coming out in June. Don't forget to hop on and watch part 2 coming out in just a few days. Give me a big thumbs up for this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Oh, hold on. Back it up. Don't forget to comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to and follow Paula on all of the socials so you don't miss a thing about her new books coming out in the Zengo and in the Hometown Hardware series. Make sure you do that. Yes. Okay, now may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.